Aloha, everybody. Well, it's the 27th of December, 2020, 12/27/20. We are doing 31 Proverbs in 31 days. And before I have to get going here, I'm going to bring you Proverbs 27. Let's go. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Let someone else praise you, and not your own mouth, an outsider and not your own lips. Stone is heavy and sand a burden, but a fool's provocation is heavier than both. Anger is cruel and fury overwhelming, but who can stand before jealousy? Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Wounds from a friend can be trusted, but an enemy multiplies kisses. One who is full loathes honey from the comb, but to the hungry even what is bitter tastes sweet. Like a bird that flees its nest is anyone who flees from home. Perfume and incense bring joy to the heart, and the pleasantness of a friend springs from their heartfelt advice. Do not forsake your friend or a friend of your family, and do not go to your relative's house when disaster strikes you. Better a neighbor nearby than a relative far away. Be wise, my son, and bring joy to my heart. Then I can answer anyone who treats me with contempt. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Take the garment of one who puts up security for a stranger. Hold it in pledge if it is done for an outsider. If anyone loudly blesses their neighbor early in the morning, it will be taken as a curse. A quarrelsome wife is like the dripping of a leaky roof in a rainstorm. Restraining her is like restraining the wind or grasping oil with the hand. As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. The one who guards a fig tree will eat its fruit, and whoever protects their master will be honored. As water reflects the face, so one's life reflects the heart. Death and destruction are never satisfied, and neither are human eyes. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but people are tested by their praise. Though you grind a fool in a mortar, grinding them like grain with a pestle, you will not remove their folly from them. Be sure you know the condition of your flocks. Give careful attention to your herds, for riches do not endure forever, and a crown is not secure for all generations. When the hay is removed and new growth appears, and the grass from the hills is gathered in, the lambs will provide you with clothing, and the goats with the price of a field. You will have plenty of goat's milk to feed your family and to nourish your female servants. Well, there's a pretty famous proverb as far as among believers in this chapter 27, verse 17, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. As Christians, we often lean on our brothers and sisters for support when we're going through something. Let's say you're fighting an addiction or whatever. If you're a man and you have another believing man that you can talk to without judgment, someone who might be struggling with the same sin, the same temptation, that's somebody that you should call on. Because oftentimes when you're struggling with that temptation, you may catch them in a moment where they're struggling with it too. And then you can talk about it and pray about it together. And eventually you can work your way out of these temptations. You can get to a point where the frequency with which you fall to that temptation really spreads out over time to hopefully eventually get to a point where you don't have to deal with it anymore. That's not to say that the temptations stop. It is to say that you are building up an immunity. You're building up a wall around it so that the evil one can't find the holes in your armor and attack you. So to reiterate, the temptation never goes away, but your ability to handle it and to walk away from it and to have someone to come alongside you in your journey to help you in those moments is critically important in the Christian walk. when you accept Jesus into your life doesn't get easier. The temptations don't stop. Some would argue that they even ramp up even more, because the devil doesn't want people to be on the side of Christ. He wants to build his army against God on this planet. And that's why it's important to have someone that you know that's facing the same struggles or trials, and you can make it. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, but when you start to see God working in your life and blessing you for honoring him, there's nothing better. I've always said there's no greater high than helping someone who wasn't saved get saved, because you see the pain and the suffering kind of melt away in their life. It's a really awesome feeling, and it builds the community for Christ here on earth while the time still goes on. So I hope you're blessed today. It's 27th of December. We're getting close to the end of 2020, which I'm sure a lot of people are like, yeah, let's get out of here. But what's the guarantee that 2021 is going to be any better? Put your hope in the Lord, and it doesn't matter what year it is. So God bless you, and have a great day.